Hello, and welcome back to Roll to One Presents I'm a Push Buttons Super Mario Bros. 1 Speedrun. Now, let me just tell you right off the jump, preface this is not the contemporary definition of speedrun. Oh geez, oh boy. It may not even be a unconventional way. So think, because I don't want people to be here under false pretenses, which is why I put all those clauses or the modifiers in the description. This is think 1991 10-year-old trying to get through Mario Brothers as fast as he can. That's the kind of speedrun we're talking about here, and I'll tell you why. So, and it's not necessarily love in its truest sense. It's the first initial sparks, the embers of love, we'll say. So I met a gal, somebody who lives pretty close. Our paths had kind of crossed-ish a few times, but we never really had a chance to talk, and so I'd wanted to talk to her, and I finally got the chance to talk to her. And as we were talking, I realized I'm enjoying talking to her, and yeah, there's some attraction there, at least on my end. I want to see. I want to keep talking. We ended up talking for about 3 hours, so it was pretty cool. I'd like to think it was mutual. She didn't feel like she was under duress or anything. Yeah, it was just a good time, and she's not I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that, because I'm not supposed to die in this. That was dumb. That slowed me down. But, I mean, obviously, this is not, like I said, this is not an amazing speedrun. This is just me going as fast as I can. True speed, well, let me finish the love part. So, so she's not a gamer herself, but she has younger brothers, and they played the systems, and so she's familiar with retro games, and I was gonna be all braggy and whatnot, because, she works out. She works out pretty regularly, or at least, had been, and I was like, I want to impress her, and since I don't work out at all, oh crap, that's a liability, like, out of my way. Since I don't work out, I was thinking about what I could do to impress her, and I remembered I'd done a speed run of Mario when I was younger, and I was about to be like, well, did you know that I could speed run Super Mario Brothers and I was like, I can't remember how fast I did it. That's how old I am. Not only is this my speed run, but I couldn't even remember. It was either 5 or 7 minutes, like right around there. It wasn't exactly 5. Like speed runs now are very precise. It was like 5-ish minutes or 7-ish minutes, and I was like, well, I'll split the difference. 6 minutes and 15 seconds was the fastest I ever ran the mile. That was back in 7th grade. So I was like, I know it's not 6 minutes. It's either 5 or 7. But it's kind of a big deal either way, because what if she's like, I think I love you, but only if you are, sub 5 speedrunner. And I'm like, oh crap. And I'm like, oh cool. And we sit down, and then she watches me speedrun it at 7 minutes. That's like, that's not cool. So, oh come on! Jeez Louise. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't BSing, and you don't want to start a relationship and I'm not even saying that we're in a relationship or that's going to happen, but if it was, you don't want to retroactively, look back and go, crap, I've got a lie that I've got to cover up, or I got to tell her that I wasn't completely honest about everything, and it's going to break her heart, and she's going to wonder if she can ever trust me again. So this is me trying to do the speed run and see how fast I can actually do it. And like I said, this speedrun is ideally I don't die, and well, no, I'm not going to be able to, because when I did it when I was younger, it was a no death, no hit, just pretty much fly through, and I was going through much faster than this, but I'm pretty darn rusty. See, and that's the kind of stuff you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to just kind of plow through all that, but this is the jump that used to kill me all the time. Not here. Not that. Not that. This one. If I get past this is one big hurdle. Yes! I don't know why, as a kid, I got this on Christmas Day, and I think I mentioned this in the original first I'm Push Buttons, which is me just playing this game, just going through all the levels. I died. I mean, I spent 8 hours playing Mario Brothers, and most of those 8 hours were because I kept dying at World 8-1 on that jump right there. Never beat it on Christmas Day. But yeah, so this is me doing a kind of speed run, my version of a speed run, as fast as I can do it. so that I can brag to this gal. Oh, you like those reflexes? That's deft movement right there. See, the stipulation for me being able to get through this without a death does typically revolve around me having firepower. Oh, this has another one of those jumps. Yes, okay, cool. At me having firepower after World 835. If I get to 8-4 with... Oh, geez. Oh. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Okay. And a lot of you are going, even by, like, old-school speedrun standards, this is not a speedrun. And I feel you. Like, I'm not... If I'm able to do it, already, like, in this first try, I will actually go through and just try to do a just run speedrun. And to be fair, like I said, true speedruns, we're talking frame counts. Like, that's how specific it is. And we're talking glitches, we're talking maximizing the level, knowing exactly where to jump, when to jump, how to move, understanding, like, okay, there may be, like, you know, getting power-ups typically you don't get, but I remember seeing a speedrun where they talked about a guy that, or there was a guy, they realized that getting the mushroom in one world is, you know, it'll cost you 25 frames, but there's a situation later on in the game that if you have it, it saves you 26 frames. So it's a net save of 1 frame, and so therefore they went for it. Now, in theory, this game's as good as beat for me. Oh, I almost got kissed by a Koopa. I almost got the kiss of the Koopa. See, and this is how I have to do it. Like, you watch speedrunners, man, they literally are just running through this whole thing. I've gotten burned too many times, getting too anxious, and I really need to keep the fireballs going. Now, if I do get this speedrun here... Now, the problem is I don't have a timer going. I know how long the video is going, which is 7 minutes right now, so... I know my fastest is not 7 minutes, or is not 5 minutes. I'm thinking it's 7. Oh, I'm so nervous right now. This is I'm in prime position to get this done. A deathless speedrun. I'm sorry. So I apologize to the true speedrunners out there because, oh jeez, this is not that. But I will give it a try, actually going through as fast as I can. Just kind of saying, screw it, let's just jump and go and try to just see where I'm at. But the thing is, speedrunning is deceptive because you look at them go and you think, oh, they're just running and jumping. They've oh, you stupid piranha plant. They've, like, figured out where exactly to jump. So it looks like it's very fast and very haphazard and just kind of crazy. No, there is strategy involved, and everything has been mapped out. Everything has been figured out beforehand, so it looks oh jeez. See, this is the kind of thing, this has never happened before. I've never gotten oh, you little doofus. Okay, there we go. That's I mean, that could have cost it. I have lost, because this is pretty much the last place where you can really lose. Oh, come on! No! It ruined it! Because I can almost never get past this hammer brother. Like, it's so freaking hard for me. Oh, but I did it! Oh, no. Yes! I did it anyway! Woo! So I can't do it as Small Mario. So, let's see. So, the clock is actually saying 9 minutes, so it probably is an 8-minute speedrun. I know I can do it faster than that, though. I know I can. So, we're gonna give it one more try. We're gonna go a little bit faster. Let's go ahead and just reset. Oh, hey, ho. Okay. Alright, resetting the timer. Now we're gonna try to do it just a little bit faster. Trying to do like the real speedrunners do. Crap. Oh, that didn't look good. So, we'll see. I'm thinking I'm certainly more likely to die, and if I get a game over, then I may try one more time, and then we'll do, since I didn't expect to actually beat it that first playthrough. In fact, I thought it might take me several tries. If I'm able to get through this, and then either this time or the next time, if I can't do it in either one, I'll just say, look, I can't. Yeah, my fastest is whatever whatever that level was timed at. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if speedrunners stop the clock in between. I don't think they do. They're trying to sabotage, or trying to gang up on me there. See, this is one of those places where, now for a true speedrunner, not really, but for me, where having firepower might have been, it would have made that faster. I wouldn't have had to wait as much. So yeah, I think she would be impressed. You know, beating it sub 9 minutes. I don't know. That doesn't sound as good. So I was hoping for 5 minutes. 7 minutes would be tolerable. But at this point, I don't even think I'm there. So we'll see. Okay, this way I can actually, I can say that to her. She'll be impressed. She'll swoon. Oh gosh, she'll be like, "Your princess is not in another castle. She's right here." And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. That's how it goes in my head. See, the problem that I had, well, first of all, you got the problem of getting through the hurdle. Like, there's three aspects of, I think, three elements that go into an actual successful relationship. First one is connection. You've got to connect. It might be what you consider like chemistry, or is it chemistry? Yeah, chemistry. But it's like a connection. It's all right. I'm just gonna get this one because it's so easy. It's right there. You know, do you connect with this person on a level that is just more than, oh, like, she's a good conversationalist. Like, there's got to be something more. I have to slow it down a little here, because if you mess that jump up and you trigger it early, come on. There we go. Get up there, Mario. Get up there. So you got to have connection, which, like I said, is the chemistry. You do have to have attraction. Now, attraction does not necessarily mean to be physical attraction. It's just attraction in general, and physical is a part of that. It really is, but it's not, like, for me anyway, it's never been, oh, she has the traits that I'm looking for, therefore she's attractive. It's, I just am attracted to her, and even the girl that I, you know, up until this point, really the only one that I could say I genuinely loved and felt affection for, she was not anything like any girl that I'd ever, you know, been attracted to or had a crush on or anything growing up. She was very different. And it was just, but it was like, no, I'm attracted to her, and therefore I started finding people with girls that looked like her now to be attractive when before I hadn't. So it's a very interesting thing, but it's not just, oh, physical, you know, any, like a lust type thing. It's literally an attraction. And, you know, for when they say women are less visually, you know, they're not as fixated on that. And so, but it's still, there is an attraction. It's just, it's not necessarily, it's something you feel without even having to talk to that person. The connection is what you get when you talk to them, when you get to know them, you connect, you bond. Attraction is without having to talk. There's something that draws you to each other, literally an attraction. And then the last one, oh crap. The next one, which is the one that a lot of people kind of gloss over, is compatibility. Which is, I mean, it's something, it can be something as simple as, oh boy. Something as simple as, you know, the thermostat. You know, where you know, I like it to be 68. She may want it to be 85. That's a compatibility thing. Now, I'm not necessarily going to throw away a relationship because we're not, you know, because of the thermostat discussion, but that is something that if it becomes it can become a much bigger deal. Oh no! I was like, he's not gonna do. But I think because of the way I'm running through this, even though it's not gonna be a deathless speedrun, it actually may be faster than the last one just because of how I've been playing it. So we'll see. But now I'm really just going crazy with it because it's not a pristine run. But I never said, you know, I could run it flawlessly in 7 minutes. But I mean, if I can actually beat my time by just playing better, or, you know, going faster, then I'll take a death. It only sets me back a little bit. Yeah, look at me go. I still can't believe it. That was right at the end. I was like, okay, so all I gotta do now is... No! The Goomba bit me! Dignity. Always dignity. All right, so my amazing speedrun, mate. Like I said, I'll try it one more time. I can't believe this. Doing really well here. But yeah, but that compatibility. So, and that... Okay. All right, I almost didn't even try that time. I don't know why. All right, here we go. Fresh counter up on the screen. Here we go. Oh, that's not good. So like yeah, and compatibility is also, do I want kids? Do I want pets? You know, I would say that's when it comes down to things that can be deal breakers, like religion, you know, relationship with God, politics, things of that nature. Because you can be attracted to somebody and you can connect with them on a fundamental level, but you can also completely disagree, have a completely different worldview. And that even may make the conversation more compelling because you guys are kind of arguing, and it's kind of engaging that, oh wow, this person, you know, that they're saying the things that they're very smart, they're making very good arguments, but oh no, but it's about the, you know, it's on the wrong side of things, but it's still, it makes for an engaging conversation and interaction. Okay, we'll just go ahead and reset. I need to at least get to World 8 for crying out loud. I think that first one's gonna have to be it. I can't believe I just let the freaking turtle bite me in the butt. Now, I will say A3 I do have to slow down because well, I don't have to. You know what? Screw it. Nah. Just gonna try to go through. But yeah, but the problem is when you have the connection, that chemistry, when you have the attraction, it's very, very hard to put the kibosh on, to put the brakes on, and wonder about compatibility, because it's not sexy, it's not a feeling, it's not anything. It is literally the nuts and bolts of everyday life. But a lot of people, you know, they'll say, a lot of times we will compromise and say things that do not reflect who we really are or what we really want, because we are feeling we're connected. We don't want to face the fact that, okay, she wants kids and I don't, but in every other way we're so awesome and it's so great. Well, guess what? One of you is either gonna have to change, or one of you is gonna be miserable. Because if you adamantly do not, and she adamantly does, and this is not my example, you know, what's going on here, then, I mean, and it's an adamant thing, then that means there's a reason why you don't want, and a reason why she does. And one of you is gonna be miserable with the state of affairs. Now, granted, I mean, it can change. You can say, well, once you have kids, you know, your perspective changes, but you have to overcome that first hurdle of, okay, the thing that I said I wanted, we're not doing. And you can't compromise. There's no way to compromise on, I don't want kids, or, you know, on kids. You either have them or you don't. It's a very, you know, black and white, yes or no type thing. It's not, well, we're gonna have kids for the first 5 years of our marriage, but not for the second 5. If you have kids, you have kids, obviously. So you've got to work through that, and you need to know if, yeah, and so my thing is, like, me personally, I've never really wanted kids per se, but I also go to God and say, hey, if I'm meant to be a father, if that's, you know, because a lot of people will be like, oh, I think you'd be a great dad. And I'm like, okay. But it's like, I don't want to miss out on that part of my life. If I'm the way I'm wired, I would be an awesome dad. I don't want to miss out on that. But I just don't right now have a desire to be Padre. But that said, you can't really engage in the act of reproduction. I think I can say it because this is not a kid's stream. Sex. You can't have sex, which is the process of procreation, the whole purpose of sex. I mean, it can do a lot of things. It increases intimacy, obviously, for many reasons. It does a lot of great things for the relationship, etc. But it is, on its very fundamental level, it is there for making a family. And so I cannot expect to engage in that activity and have zero chance of ever having kids. So if I'm going to get married, I need to understand that even if we're not going to actively try to have kids, that it may happen. And that's something that I need to be okay with and say, okay, well, if it does happen, then we're having a kid, that I'm going to be a father, whether I was, oh crap, I'm supposed to be really running. Whether I was really planning on it or not, that's something, and so that is a thing. That's a Oh crap, what did I do? Oh jeez, nice. I don't think I've ever made that. Doing it that way, but... Yeah, so this one is not as quick as the last one was. But... I'm also still alive, so... That's a good... Oh no. Oh. 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 Oh! I probably should not have gone through that quickly. That was a easy to die moment. But, alright, this is where we got before. They killed my last speedrun. A3 I will slow down a little bit because I really do... my chances go up exponentially if I have firepower going into... You know what? We're just gonna kill you. Why not? Yeah, so all that to say, you know, it's great when you feel the attraction, you feel the connection, which I kind of do. Definitely feel the attraction, and I would say so far feel a good bit of connection, or yeah, connection. But I already have questions about compatibility in some key areas. That's alright, that's not death. Oh, we're not falling for that again. I'm not waiting for you to bite me in the butt again, you bastardly Koopa. Bastardly Koopa, whatever. Oh, this is how close... That's what kills me, too. This is how close we were on that first one. Which, like, I mean, this is probably faster than the first run-through, but not faster than the one that I died on. So, that's kind of a bummer. But, whatever. Oh, this is such a... dangerous... Many... Come on. Fish me. Oh, crap. Did I... Oh, no. This one's on the end. The other one is closer. No! Okay. Well, you know what? YOLO. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay. That's fine, that's fine. I was thinking I may want to die anyway, just because, like I said, I'd rather get the run end here than somehow get through this and... Well, no, because at the very end, when you've got the Hammer Brothers on the ground, that's when it gets really difficult. And you want to have... Oh, boy, this is not going to go well. Okay, that's good. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see if we can not sabotage ourselves this time. I'm curious to see where the times end up on this. Like, even dying, if I'm able to... Oh, screw you, guys! Screw you! Yeah, whatever. So, my chances of survival just went down quite a bit, but... Alright. This could help. What?! It went right through him! Oh no. No. Caught in the crossfire. Caught in the crossfire. Oh, Mario gets through! I don't think I've ever gotten through that. Alright, I might have to give this one more try, because I'm actually much more awesome at this game than I thought I was, in the areas that I didn't think I would be. So I'm not going to worry about getting the power-ups. I don't think I need them. I think I've proven that I can do it without them. Although... there's a case to be made that that is not the case. And the power-up, unfortunately, is way behind us now. No way to get it. So I just have to... go. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Maybe if I'm not pontificating, I'll be able to do a little bit better. It does drain the brain trying to talk and do this at the same time. I can't bite my lip in concentration and talk at the same time. Oh yeah, but so what I was saying, like, so I'm not completely Twitter pained at this point because, like I said, I do have concerns about or questions about compatibility. And unfortunately, so here's another thing too. we ended up having a conversation because we were both walking around the neighborhood. She was walking her dog, and I was just walking for exercise, trying to get some sun, some vitamin D. And we were talking about how we want to walk, and she actually had seen me earlier because we have a grocery store that's about I want to say it's about a mile away, and like sometimes to get my walk in, because I like to be functional when I'm exercising or getting my exercise, I would actually walk to the grocery store, and provided I wasn't doing like a crazy amount of grocery shopping. Oh, all right, let's reset that. Let's just reset that. A crazy amount of shopping, I'll actually carry the groceries home, and that too. Such an ugly start. I want a good start. I want a good start. There we go. Something as simple as that. Now I feel better. Oh, would have felt better if I had that jump. Well, I'm saying way too much because I'm trying to remember my thoughts. Right now it's just jump, dodge. Oh crap, oh crap, oh. What were we talking about? The compatibility thing, I think? Oh, so, but anyway, we were talking, and so it was like, okay, walking will be kind of, so she thought that was cool, the fact that I walked to the grocery store, and she's like, I never thought of doing that, and that, gives you a little bit of a workout on the way back, because you're carrying the heavy bags and everything. And when we left the conversation just the other day, it was, oh goodness, it was kind of like, okay, walk with you again sometime kind of thing. Nothing romantic or anything, just kind of, yeah, well, I'll see you when I see you kind of thing. But I actually needed to go to the grocery store because I am actually out of food, and when I'm out of food, if I don't, and we talked about this too, if I am out of food and I get really hungry, I'm going to DoorDash 100%. I'm not going to be thinking I'm going to go to the grocery store. I want to have food now, so my eating habits and my spending habits get really bad if I don't have food now. So I was in a dire place. I needed to go to the grocery store. I was like, you know what? Yeah, and I need to walk. I want to get the vitamin D. So I was, the day after we had our talk, I needed to go to the grocery store. And I was like, well, she had mentioned she thought that was cool. So, and it's a walk. It's just a more functional one. It's not just, oh, come on, really, Lakatukapuku? Arg. All right, I allow myself 2 more resets, and then I'll try to beat Mario. I'll try to speedrun Mario 3. We'll see how that goes. Actually, the camera's gonna die. Alright, so I'm gonna do this now. Okay, so you saw me glitch. As you see, the game's still going, but I'm on a DSLR and it can only record for 30 minutes at a time, and it was at 28 minutes, and I didn't want to have to worry about resetting it when I was in the throes of my... Ooh, look at that! Look at that! Improvement! No! No! Yes! Oh my gosh! Ha! See, and that's how you get better. That's how you actually do the speedrunning thing. You figure out things like that. Like, oh, I can get away with this. If I keep running, I can make this jump. I am still gonna try to get the power-ups going into 8.3, just because I think it will be faster for me if I don't have to wait for the Hammer Brothers to do their thing. So, in terms of, if you're thinking about in the form of dating or the conventional relational progression, asking somebody to do an activity when you literally just did it, like we parted ways at like 11 o'clock last night, the night before last, and there I was at 6 o'clock p.m. the next day. I showed up at her door, and to ask her if she wanted to just walk with me to the grocery store. She needed to pick up some stuff too, and didn't get an answer, which I was not anticipating. I thought I thought, I thought, you know, she might just say no, but I didn't think that we wouldn't actually have the conversation. But we didn't, and you know, the insecurity part says she was home and saw you, because she actually has like one of those where you can actually, I think it's like the doorbell with the camera bell or whatever you want to call it. So, you know, you could, you know, the insecurity jumps in, because this is the first gal that I've actually been, you know, had the attraction connection thing going for, you know, since Christine, which was probably 5 years ago now or something like that. So it's a fresh thing for me. So it was just, it's kind of, you get that adrenaline rush when you realize, oh my gosh, like I'm attracted. Like I want to impress this person. I want this person to think well of me. I want to spend more time with this person. You know, all those things that come. Wait, did I just? What am I? Oh, 8-1. I completely lost track of where I was because I was actually thinking about what I was talking about. So yeah, it's kind of cool. You get that twill in your stomach. You're like, ooh, this is cool. But it's a vulnerable feeling immediately, because you're like, wow, now you know, this person has to some degree an effect on me. Ooh, I don't know how I screwed that jump up so many times as a kid. Well, I do. I would try to jump to it and then stop. I mean, that's the end of the... Yeah, okay, here we go. Second reset. First reset. I mean, not total, obviously. In theory, it's just going to get better and better as I go. But I'm making stupid mistakes, too. But I've never done it quite this haphazard, so I'm guessing my record... I'll have to see what it was on the first one. If it was close to 7 minutes, it was like 8 minutes or 8.5 minutes. The fastest I probably beat Mario 1 was 7 minutes, right around there. Because I was a little bit slower than I was. Like, you know, I stopped in a few extra places, but not enough to account for more than a minute. So... I just have to be okay with that and just say, okay, I beat it in 7 minutes. And hopefully, you know, if our relationship moving forward is dependent upon how fast I can beat Mario 1, hopefully 7 minutes is her threshold. I'm just so thrilled that this, you know, I got that done. Okay, that's another little thing. I just need to jump on the second, yeah. There is some appeal to speed. Like, now, I'll say this. As much as I can appreciate the high-level speedruns, I hate glitches. I hate glitch speedruns where you glitch through walls and stuff, because if you're just good at speedrun, if you can just run through the game really fast, to me, that is playing the game as Mario the hero. Like, you don't die, you don't mess up, you get through it, and you're going... It's like the game, the way the game was meant to be played. Like, ideally, like, if you were truly Mario on this adventure... you know, a good speedrun can make it look like this is Mario the hero. This is who we want saving the princess. But when you start glitching and stuff, then it becomes a video game. It becomes a matter of frame rate and all that stuff, and it's not as sexy. I'll put it that way. So as much as I can appreciate the technical expertise that goes into those kinds of speedruns, I prefer just seeing some, like, how fast can somebody get through it. And there's a lot of skill involved in that as well. Obviously. You need, and the precision. The precision, I think, is what gets me more so than just the actual speed of it. It's being able to be efficient and prolific. I mean, because right there, like, so, if this was a speed run, me missing the beanstalk on the first jump, that would be a reset, because that is... Oh, crap. This would also be a reset. Oh, my gosh. I still feel like we set a pretty good pace, though, so far. Yeah, all that to say, I don't know. I mean, I do not genuinely think she's going to be impressed. No, even if I could speedrun this in 4 minutes, which I think the record now is sub 4 or at least around 4 minutes. Even if I could do that, that's not gonna. And that's the other thing too. You got to remind yourself. I got to remind myself is if a girl is going to be impressed, or a guy, but I mean, you know, either way, if somebody's going to be impressed by your car, by your savings account, or, you know, anything like that, then it's not. I mean, well, it's not if they're not going to be impressed. If they like you because of that, or if you're like, oh, if I just had that car, girls would pay more attention to me. A girl that will pay attention to you because you have a car, which, trust me, that's not necessarily a thing. Guys think that girls are impressed by cars, but and there are, I'm sure there are some that are, you know, car aficionados. But in general, a car is a car. The things that guys value, the things that girls value, on the whole, are very different. Like, I don't care. It's funny, you know, these dating sites would ask, like, what is the income of, you know, your ideal? And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if she makes 10 grand. I don't care if she makes 200 grand. In fact, I'm a little more, you know, a little less likely to go for somebody 200. Not because, oh, I don't want her to make more money than me, but just, I know there's, you know, people are can be very concerned about, you know, their money, and you know, you may be looking at, oh, I thought that was going to be a get big mushroom, but it's not. You know, so, and I think, and there's a lot more, I think there's a lot more trust that has to be garnered in those kind of situations. So it wouldn't rule it out, but, oh, Mario the Deft. Mario the Dexterous. Some of you may get that reference. I feel like I'm starting to play slow again. Too cautious. Too cautious. Alright, screw that. Nope, not today, Bullet Bill. Not today, Zerg. Oh, crap. Not today, Koopa. Alright, back to World 3. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. But if I can do it, I think this will be a better time. If not, this will be the last. Hey, maybe it'll be last. I don't know. Like, I'm actually enjoying and because it is such a fast, you know, fast game that, you know, resetting doesn't really feel like I'm losing a whole lot. Ooh. Don't kiss me. Don't kiss me, Hammer Bro. This one's the easy one. It's harder to get through the Hammer Brothers when you're... Oh, I thought... As soon as I jumped, I was like, wait, what am I doing? I'm not going to make this jump. Alright, go ahead, Bullet Bill. Kind of ruin my... No! Doesn't help that my... Oh, screw you guys. Alright, now the best I can hope for is... Because the mushroom isn't a game changer like the fire flower is. It just gives you an extra hit. And it also makes your hitbox bigger, so I'm more likely to be hit by one of these. I don't care. Run. Invincibility frames for the win. Oh, come on. No, too late. Jeez. I'll give it one more try just because getting this far. But that's why I always try to get those, because I'm not really good. I probably should have watched a speedrun right before I did this, so that I could see like how speedrunners get past that part. Because they don't. Oh, you thought you could be tricky. Oh, look at me, I'm a tricky little hammer bro. I'm gonna jump all the way down and try to crush your head. Don't know why, they're country. They've gone country. Look at those. I don't know. Oh, come on. Go. Oh, really? You couldn't stay up there just another, like, 2 seconds, you little... Oh. Oh no. Okay, good. Alright, like I said, this isn't... Fire makes... You know, ensures that... There we go. Why do you do that, Shell? I don't remember that not being a thing. Oh, really? Really? You're gonna jump when I jump? But you know what? I got past you, so screw you. Unfortunately, I think that death is gonna make this speedrun even worse than the last one, than the very first one, but it's whatever. And now I feel like I've gone too far to start a Mario 3 speedrun. Again, my version of a speedrun. So yeah, I'll just give this a few more tries. Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those. And the thing is, at its foundation, like, you know what it feels like when you're into somebody, when you really want to hang out with them, and you know that there's that difference between somebody asking you, hey, do you want to hang out, and you're not necessarily feeling great, you're not feeling super motivated, but as soon as they say, do you want to hang out, you're like, oh, heck yeah. And that's what you want to feel when you're talking, about somebody. It doesn't mean, that's kind of the honeymoon phase, but in theory, if it's somebody you want to hang out with, you'll make the time. It's you find ways to make it happen. You don't find excuses why it can't happen. And so if somebody, if there's a gal and you're like, yeah, I think she's pretty cool, and she asks you to do something, and it's like I do this gaming thing a lot, but I have kind of a schedule for how I do it at this point. Oh, that was. Oh no! I felt it, but I didn't trust my instincts. There, trusted my instincts. It worked out great. Bam! Oh. Yeah, I still don't know. Maybe I was fast enough. It'll be interesting to see, to compare these two runs. Oops. But we're gonna give it one more try. Since we did die, we're gonna try it one more time. Or, yeah, maybe one more time. That's not gonna work. I'm becoming a pro speedrunner right before your eyes. Or I reset just because I don't get the perfect jump. Wow. Like, I feel like a pro. Look at me go. Oh, well, okay, that was a bit of a miss, but whatever. But yeah, so yeah, that person automatically kind of becomes a priority. And the thing is, you don't want that to ever be forced. You don't want, like, I didn't ask her because I was like, oh, I want her to spend time. It was literally, I need to do this grocery shopping now. And so I was going to ask her, it was not, like, if it was, like, if I was going to organically wait to ask her to, walk again or something, I would probably just wait for it to happen naturally. So, oh crap. I messed that up. Alright, whatever. Fine. Not too bad. Like, I don't need to rush anything. We see each other again. It's like, hey, let's talk some more. But because, she had mentioned that, it just seemed like a convergence of a good time. But, But if she were to, like, if I got my plan for Friday night is to do some streaming, as long as I haven't actually committed to that, she were to say, hey, do you want to hang out or something? Oh, absolutely. You get priority over pretty much everything else I got going on right now. And that's a good feeling. It's good on mine because I'm not having to worry about am I taking it for granted, because that's a horrible feeling too. I know there was one gal, I think I've probably talked about this before, but she was great. She was tall. She's like 5'10", blonde hair, blue eyes, very pretty. Great heart. Now, granted, some things happened a couple years later, and I started seeing some Facebook posts, and I won't say what they are because I don't want to get distracted on that, but where I was like, oh, okay, we might not have been as compatible as I thought. But rewinding back to then, I was like, there's absolutely no reason for me not to be completely smitten with this girl, and she was into me. She made it very clear, without being aggressive, that she was very interested, and that she was actually an entrepreneur. She'd actually had her own business. She, what do they call, duty-free flowers or something, where it's essentially like, it's like flowers grown and picked, by, growers that, make a certain amount or something like that. Fair wage, something. And that was one of many businesses that she had done. But she was like, when I find that guy, like, I want to help augment his interests too. Like, I'd want to help, him start a business, or, whatever it is that he's interested in, I would be interested in too. So, like, just amazing. But at the time, I was, my heart was still with this other girl, I think I mentioned her name already, but I probably shouldn't have. But, I mean, it doesn't matter. Anybody who knows me already knows about her because I talked about her a lot, and people who don't know me have no clue who she is, so it doesn't matter, so. But, focus, Jesse, focus. But I knew my heart was not, it wasn't available. And it had been a while, like, I mean, my relationship with said gal, or the girl that I was talking about before, we only were in the same room, maybe for a total of like 10 days. The rest of the time, we were almost completely across the country from each other. And, at that point, it had been like 2 years since we had even talked. But I still believed that she was and part of that was a naivete. Part of that, there was oh, come on. Oh, that's just the down button not working. That is, unfortunate. The down button has been kind of finicky. Okay. Gosh darn it. It's an original controller, too. Well, it's gonna take a miracle for me to get a good speedrun time out of this, but I'm gonna try. So my heart wasn't there to give, but I knew that I was not, you know, I found the other gal attractive, but I was not attracted to her. I enjoyed the conversation, but I was not enraptured by it. It wasn't like something I was looking forward to necessarily. Like, and I remember when it became very clear to me, because she invited me, she'd actually got tickets to a football game. And she was like, do you want to go? I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. Let's go. And we had a good time, but it reminded me when, like, the difference, if I had not felt well, or, I mean, I shouldn't say that, because if you're like coughing up stuff, if you really don't feel well, you probably don't want to hang out with somebody that you, even if you don't care about them, you don't want to hang out with them because you don't want to get to run the risk of giving them what you've got. It's just a kind of a courtesy thing. But like, let's just say I wasn't feeling up to it per se. Well, that's not fair either. I would have done it even if I wasn't feeling up to it. I don't know. But there's a difference between, like, either asking somebody to go somewhere, like if I asked a gal that I was interested in to do something, and she said yes, either she's looking for, like, to me, that whole week, I'm just like, I knew that was going to happen. Either that whole week, I am, oh no. No, the shroom! Well, our chances of getting through this unscathed just went down considerably, but if we can't... Oh, gosh. Alright, we're just gonna reset. That's 2 deaths. Love it! Crap, my 1-1 run was looking pretty good there. Pretty much right up until 8-2. After 8-2, that's when things get really dicey for me. Well, mostly 8-3, really. Oh, goodness. But yeah, there's a difference between you get invited to it, and every day you're just like, you're counting down the days, and it's like waiting for Christmas. It takes forever to get to that day because you're looking forward to it so much, and you're so excited about it that and you can't really think about anything else. You know, you don't care about anything else. You're really just focused on that, and it's a great feeling to have if it's mutual. But I also know, like for me, I was like, oh, okay, that's going to be a cool thing to do on Sunday. Like, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm looking forward to it, but it didn't occupy my thoughts. It was just going to be a fun event. Whereas for her, knowing, especially later on, how she felt about me, it was probably something she was looking forward to leading up to it. And in this particular case, it was a one-way street in that regard. But I've had it happen where I know for a fact that my excitement or affection was not reciprocated, mostly because a person bailed for you know, it's one of those things. If somebody makes an excuse for why they can't be there, it's one thing to say, look, you know, my job just called me in. I've got to be at work. Speaking of which, okay, I've got time. You know, I got to be at work. I'm sorry. Can we? But then they immediately say, can we? How about tomorrow night? You know, if they do something like that, then it's like, okay, it's a legitimate reason, not an excuse, a reason not to be able to do it. And they've already tried to make plans to do it again. You know, they really want to be there. They just couldn't make it happen. But if they're like, oh, you know, like the whole, like, I have to wash my hair joke. It doesn't have to be something as ridiculous as that. How did I pull that off? What is it? I have to hit the second one. I'm just going to try to run through it. Felt bad. Oh gosh. So I shut up on the level that I can beat pretty easily, and then I try to talk in the levels that are really hard and screw myself up. Well, that's just self-sabotage. What was it? Something about... Oh yeah, you know, you kind of know, because I know, I put it in from my position. If I'm interested in somebody, there are very few things that I'm going to let get in the way of spending time with them, and you know, I'll make it happen. I'll drive. I mean, for you know, Christina, I drove. What am I doing wrong? I did it perfectly before. All right, I'm going to take my time on that so that I actually get one final run in before this time is up. You know, drove essentially 7 hours. She invited me to like a dance that she was having, but she was down in college. Yeah, 7 hours away. And I was like, sure. And I even went to visit her after that, a couple weeks after that, on a weekend where essentially I drove up. I left here at like 3 in the morning on Saturday to get there. Well, I was going to leave at 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday to get there at like 10 in the morning so that we'd have all day Saturday and part of the day Sunday. And then, oh no, I had to go back Sunday. But I was going to leave at like noon, get back at around 7 or 8 at night. So we'd have like a full day and then kind of like a breakfast the next morning. Oh, nut bunnies. All right, this is just going to have to be it because I've only got 6 minutes left. So we're just going to go crazy, and if I die, I die. Just try to make it happen. So I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to... Oh, come on. No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Maybe if I just try it without talking. Really quick. Which sounds good, but it puts a lot of pressure on, because if I perform even worse when I'm not talking, then I've got no excuse. At least this way I can say, well, I had to entertain. I had to keep people engaged, so I couldn't play as well as I wanted to. Or as well as I could have. I didn't reach my full potential. The bottom line is you just know, if you think about yourself, like if I was there, would that be an excuse that I would use if I really wanted to hang out with that person? I'm really interested in that person. And if it's not, and that's fine. It's you can't control the attraction and the chemistry. You can feel attraction, doesn't mean it's mutual. You can feel the chemistry, doesn't mean that that's going to be enough depending on where that person is in their life. Maybe they need more than that. Nah, I did not want to ambush the Goomba. All right, so that felt very... Oh my gosh! I mean, it's okay. I mean, we're talking... For me, we're talking minutes, not seconds, so... For the most part. That said, that was a bomb. Diggity run. No! There we go. Close. Gonna be close. Because the camera is going to reset in 4 minutes. So this will be the last one. I'm not going to be able to do a full run without time running out. But that doesn't mean I have to be stupid about it. Goodness gracious! But I know you can do it if you land on the very edge of the pipe. you can get over the plant without like that, kind of like that. But as has been the case all day, I think it's going to be 8-3 that makes or breaks this run. So yeah, so that's my whole philosophy on everything in the world pertaining to love. Actually not, that we barely scratched the surface, but it's about as deep as I can go at this particular point. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. It's always an interesting thing when it comes to, you know, pursuing a relationship to any degree, especially when you don't know. Like if I knew, like if we'd been friends and we talked already, and I knew, come on, would you? There we go. And I knew about the compatibility. Then I think it would be more adamant and a little more, I'd be a little more bold and a little more, not aggressive, but just, I would be more focused with it. Whereas here I'm like, you know, it might not have, or it might not work out in any regard. But the thing is, it's still cool to have friends, you know? Even if, you know, it's just somebody that I just walk once every month or something, we find ourselves walking around the neighborhood at the same time. We have another good conversation for a few hours or you know, 10 minutes, or however long it lasts, and that's it. Then that's fine. Like there is nothing lost there. There's nothing wrong with just having a friend. And who knows, you know, we end up in each other's lives for different reasons. And when you do feel an attraction, when you feel a connection, especially when it's, you know, obviously, that's why, you know, when Harry Met Sally, why they say guys and girls can't be friends, because you have that extra element in there that kind of confuses things. But we have to understand that even if it is somebody that we're attracted to, that doesn't mean that the end game, or the ideal is a relationship, a romantic relationship. That there's still that attraction can help fuel, as long as you don't take it too far, you don't try to make it something that it's not. That can actually give you. Seriously, I can't duck. The button won't stay. That's very annoying. Very, very annoying. I have to use the other Nintendo controller. I don't know why I said Nintendo controller, because it's not like I'm going to use a Sega Genesis controller. Or a PlayStation controller. Man, that sucks. I should have swapped controllers as soon as the first time that I realized I couldn't duck with any console. Like, I was literally just holding it down, and you saw him, he kind of sputters up, and... Oh boy, this is going to be... Oh. Waiting to be impressed. Oh, crapola. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, we got... Oh, crap. All right, sorry. The time ran out. It was 29 minutes and like 45 seconds. So I had to reset the camera. But this is still the last run, because I technically didn't start. This isn't a full hour. I just take my time here. It's gonna pay off. I still don't think this run was particularly fast leading up to this point, so I'm not like super nervous about not being able to finish it, but see, now there, the button that didn't see it, and it was right at the last minute, the last barrage that I needed to survive, and the button did not stick. Because look, I'm not necessarily a... Yeah, I feel a little more bold. Oh, jeez. All right, that's okay. We made it. Here we go. Oh. I know I can do it without the fire. I can do it without the firepower. Do it. I just have to believe in myself. And I need to go fast. Let's go fast. Good thing about being tiny is I don't have to worry about pushing down. Really, it's at the very end. It's going to be the Hammer Brother and Bowser are going to be the last. Because I haven't died this time, right? I don't think. No, I haven't died yet. Okay, cool. So this one might actually be... This might be the fastest one. It won't be by a lot, maybe 20 seconds or something, but... Oh, crap. Crap. Oh no. Okay. Yes! Alright, so I think that's the money one. I think that is the money run. I think that is going to be the fastest time that we manage. My quest is over. We present you a new quest. Press B to select a world. This always confused me. It was like push button B to select a world. I'm like, wait, what? Because there's A and B buttons, you see, but I managed to pull it off. Okay. I was going to let that play for another minute, but I hit the wrong button. So anyway, so that's it. Yeah, so we'll see. You'll be able to see. I don't know, because I have to put a timer on this. We'll have to see how fast it was and which one was the best. But there you go. The 42-year-old guy's old school version of a speed run in the hopes of impressing the princess. We'll see how all of that plays out. If I got under 7 minutes, and I won't know until, when you're watching this, I won't know. But if it's under 7 minutes, I think I'm in pretty good shape. If it's over 7, like I'm gonna say sub 6:30. Sub 6:30. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be irresistible. But otherwise, easy come, easy go, right? So, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. And I will talk to you next time I think of some wacky idea to play a video game.